Hello, race fans, and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we are here in Indianapolis for the Indianapolis 80. This is going to be race number 12 in the More Freedom series, season 3. And as we get closer to halfway, let's go through your top 10 in points. Your points leader is still going to be the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. Second place will be the 38 of Baseman. Third will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Fourth will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Fifth will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Sixth will be the 300 of Resemble. Seventh will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games. Eighth will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Ninth will be the 00 of Mudbone. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the 999 of Deviant. So points are getting pretty close right now. And not to halfway yet, so anybody's season. But let's go through your team points. Your leader in the team points is going to be MBR after taking it over from KFB Racing last week with 4 drivers in the top 10. Second place will be KFB Racing. Third will be Douche Motorsports. Fourth will be Aces to Z Motorsports. And rounding out your top 5 is going to be Dump and Roll Racing. Toyota still leads your chassis points over Chevy, Dodge, Ford, and Pontiac. We'll see what today brings, as they are packing them in here at Indianapolis for this Indianapolis 80. I know I'm excited for it. The crowd is excited, so let's go racing. Let's go through your starting top 10. Starting on the pole will be the 799 of Mike Check, and on his outside, the 123 of Roy Chow. Starting third will be the 777 of Seabass, and on his outside, the 00 of Mudbone. Starting fifth will be the 69 of Arco Creates, and on his outside, the 07 of Douche Baggins. Starting seventh will be the 660 of Garrett Miller, and on his outside, the 8 of Moon Bunny. Starting ninth will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber, and rounding out your top 10 will be the 96 of Nico 2588. So that's your starting top 10 today for this Indianapolis 80. And I think it's going to be shaping up to be a fantastic race today. Mike Check starting on the pole today. All Toyota front row with Roy Chow starting on his outside. That 777 of Seabass, who has had just a rough go this year, currently running 37th, last in points, starting third today in his Pontiac for Amish Buggy Racing. Other notables, the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days, your points leader, will be starting in the 34th position today, so way back in the back of the field for the 06 of Ice Cream Some Days. We'll see if she can work her way up to the front. Obviously going to be a multi-stop race, and we're going to see how the drivers handle it, how they do in the pits, and everything else, as that 799 of Mike Check goes down into turn 4, right behind that beautiful orange and black Dodge Challenger pace car. That pace car is getting ready to duck into the pits right now, as Mike Check's going to be leading us down. Long, skinny straightaway here at Indianapolis as they come down to take this green flag. We are underway here at Indianapolis as Mike Check crosses the stripe. Down into 1. Mike Check, your leader, into turn 1. Right behind him is going to be that 777 of Seabass and that 00 of Mudbone. Mike getting out to a little bit of a lead right now, but that 777 of Seabass right there to his back bumper, trying to get down to the inside. Lots of moving and shaking right now in the back of this pack. Long race of 32 laps here today. Hopefully we stay green the entire way, as Mike Check way high through 3. Into the short chute comes the 777 and the 00 of Mudbone. Behind him is going to be that 69 of Arco Creates. 00 of Mudbone working underneath that 777 of Seabass. Down the front stretch they come. The 777 on the outside, the 00 on the inside. Your leader on lap number 1 is going to be the 777 of Seabass, with that 00 of Mudbone pushing out to the front right now. That's going to be the home track for this 00 of Mudbone and probably the 777 of Seabass. Both those drivers residing in the great state of Indiana, as well as that 660 of Garrett Miller. Also, down to third place for Showstoppers Racing couldn't remember what their team was, but Showstoppers Racing right now, 1 and 3, looking for 1 and 2 right now is going to be that 660 of Garrett Miller. Let's get up your timing and scoring, as we do have a yellow flag on the track right now. So yellow flag on the track here on lap number 2. Your leader on the track is that 00 of Mudbone, with 4 Indiana boys right now at the top 4. With that 00 of Mudbone, the 777 of Seabass, the 660 of Garrett Miller, and the 96 of Nico. So Indiana putting on a show right now here at their home track of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're going to check and see what brought out that caution in just a moment. We're going to see who the takers are for pit road here early in the race, only on lap number 3. Let's see what that is involved. Preliminary involvement might be, I mean, it's several cars. It's looking like maybe possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars, as I am showing the 51 of AJM 2588 being out of this race as he had worked his way up to 23rd in points. So we're going to watch these pit stops, and then we're going to check on that caution flag. AJM was not sure where he was running at. He started in the 32nd position as slowly down pit road. Looks like everybody's taking pit road right now. Looks like the 13 of King of the Aces back there with possibly damage on the front end of his car. So Mudbone leading him way down this long front stretch here, as the MGH looks like also involved as she was being towed back to the pits. So the 00 of Mudbone into his pits. Here comes that 777 of Seabass. Gas going in. It might be a gas only stop for the 00. Yep. Gas only for the 00 of Mudbone. Gas for that 777 of Seabass, it looked like, but he's way down on pit road. As last week's winner, the 49 of Jetman, is going to come out behind his teammate, the 96 of Nico. So your leader on the track is going to be the 00 of Mudbone, and right behind him is going to be his teammate, the 660 of Garrett Miller. So Showstoppers Racing coming to play here at their home track, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Let's go and see what happened on that caution as these drivers try to figure out their life right now. So this caution is going to be brought out by the 143 of Mom Games Heart. She's going to try to make it 3 wide right here with the 40 of Veteran Chaos, causing all kinds of chaos. So let's go through this caution real fast. Getting down into 1 and 2. You can see her trying to get down to the inside. Ends up getting into it with the 71 of Kung Fu Beer and the 40. Crashing into the 23, the 51, and then a melee in front of her. So let's see that melee in front of her. Not much to melee, as she's just going to get into the 619, a big slick here. And he's still going to be in the race, but maybe a little bit of damage to his car, as I think more issues is going to come as they try to get slowed up for this caution. That 13 of King of the Aces is going to get into something here in just a moment. We're going to follow him around this track. Looks like it's 3 wide with the 94 wide. And there's what's going to bring out secondary caution right there. 4 wide racing with the 13 of King of the Aces, the 29, the 544, and the 95 of Zed Brunna. So all kinds of melee happening right there as part of that caution and trying to race back. And then to add insult to injury, this 13 of King of the Aces is going to get into the back of the 619, a big slick, balls deep. And that's what's going to actually put him out of this race. So let's go back to live action as we got the 1 to go here on lap number 5, actually lap number 6. Let's go through those out of the race as a result of that caution. The 40 of Veteran Chaos will be out of the race. The 13 of King of the Aces, the 143 of Mom Games Hard, and the 51 of AJM all out of the race. Also involved in that caution are going to be the 71 of Kung Fu Beer, the 23 of Fuller Than You, the 95 of Zed Brunna, the 29 of Wishbone Attack, and the 544 of Frederick Winklebaum. Let's go through your top 10 real fast. Again, your leader is going to be the 00 of Mudbone. Second will be his teammate, the 660 of Garrett Miller. Third will be the 96 of Nico. Fourth will be the 49 of Jetman. Fifth will be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Sixth will be the 72 of Duchess. Seventh will be the pole sitter, the 799 of Mike Check. Eighth will be the 1 of Jamal Jackson. Ninth will be the 777 of Seabass. And rounding out your top 10 will be the 69 of Arco Creates. So after last week's good run, that 49 of Jetman has worked his way up to the 4th position right now after having started 14th, almost said 49th, but that is his car number, not his starting position. So you've got Indiana boys running 1, 2, 3, 4 right now here at Indianapolis. We're going to see what the rest of those Indiana boys can do as the 777 of Seabass falling back to 9th right now. The 88 of NM in 14th. The 25 of JTM in 18th. And the 34 of Super Snake running 25th right now. Again, the 37 of AJM out of this race, or the 51 of AJM out of this race in 37th position. So Indiana looking strong here at their home track. Actually, one of multiple home tracks this season, as they'll also be running at the Fort Wayne Super Speedway, as that 00 Mudbone brings us down, and we are back under green. Down into one he goes. Freight train of cars right behind him as that 96 of Nico down to the end, trying to get down to the inside of the 660 of Garrett Miller. Showstoppers and MBR 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. MBR looking to try to get down to the inside of the Showstoppers cars as Mike Check and Moon Bunny trying to work right to the back bumper as the 660 of Garrett Miller trying to get out to the lead right now over his teammate, the 00 of Mudbone. Here comes the 96 and the 49 as well. 49 of Jetman down to the inside of his teammate. I believe that 96 of Nico. Nope, he is right now behind the 00 of Mudbone. Strong car early going for that 96 of Nico 2588. Last season's points champion. Also current leader in the IROC series. After that win last week at Milwaukee. So Mike Check now back up to the 4th position, your pole sitter, as we have a battle possibly for 2nd position as Nico slides high, not trying to get into his teammate, the 49 of Jetman. That's going to open the door also for that 799 of Mike Check and possibly that number 8 of Moon Bunny as Nico on the outside right now down the front stretch. Able to get a little bit of drafting help by the 8 of Moon Bunny. Also that 96 MBR strong right now as the 49 of Jetman working to try to catch up to the 660 of Garrett Miller. So as of right now, the majority of the laps have been led by the Showstoppers Racing as the number 1 of Jamal Jackson getting around that 799 of Mike Check to the back bumper, the number 8 of Moon Bunny. And here comes that 00 of Mudbone again, and a couple more Douche Motorsports cars, the 72 of Duchess and the 329 of Heck of a Doober. Trying to work their way to the front right now as we still have basically single file action as the 96 of Nico down to the inside of his teammate. That 49 of Jetman right on his bumper is the number 8 of Moon Bunny. Wow, so close right there between the 49 and the 96. 49 of Jetman almost getting into the right side of that 96 of Nico. Able to hold it up and not cause the accident right here at the front of the field. As Nico is to 2nd position right now, he is going to be behind your leader, that 660 of Garrett Miller. Garrett, no stranger to winning. Again, former champion on the High Bank Kokomo Speedway. Actually, not champion, rookie of the year. So no stranger to driving and winning and everything is that 660 of Garrett Miller. He does have a win already this year, in the More Freedom Series. I can't remember if he's won yet this year or not. He may have. I don't know. Things blend together sometimes. But he's getting challenged right now by that 96 of Nico and that number 8 of Moon Bunny. as the 799 of Mike Check down to the inside of the 1 of Jamal Jackson. Here comes that 00 of Mudbone as he is down to the inside of the 1, and the 49 and the 69 stacking up right there with him. So Jamal on the outside down the front stretch, as it looks like we have a battle for the lead right here down the front stretch is the 69, the 96, and the number 8 of Moon Bunny. So Moon Bunny looking strong early going right now here in Indianapolis as the 96 breaks away from that 2-car draft that he had with the 8 of Moon Bunny, heading out of turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Hot heavy action right here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway as the 8 of Moon Bunny is now to the second place behind that 96 of Nico 2588. Moon Bunny starting in the 8th position. Nico starting in the 10th position as she's trying to work under him down the front stretch. Great run off of 3 and 4. Nico with a great car on those straightaways. He has been able to outrun that draft pass that multiple cars have tried to do out the turn, and been able to power this Busch Light Dodge for MBR out to the front. As Garrett is not falling back right now. He's still in the 3rd position. He's got the 799 of Mike Check on his bumper as he tries to get down to the inside of that 8 of Moon Bunny, almost with a touch on her left rear, but he is down to the inside. Moon Bunny, as we got pit stops happening right now. So the 96 of Nico coming into the pits. So second pit stop is 790. Whoa, the 777 of Seabass cutting it close on his pit stop, almost into the end of pit road wall. But the 96 of Nico leads us down as I believe the 8 of Moon Bunny will take over the lead. So here on lap number 14, we got pit stops again, so I'm looking like about 10 laps per run possibly before they're coming in for the pit stop, as we got right side tires going on that 96. Gas going in, left side tires, 4 tires stop for the 96 of Nico. And he is down and away. Here comes his teammate, the 49 of Jetman. We're going to see what people do off of pit road. Here comes that 660 of Garrett Miller. 799 of Mike Check is away. So great pit stops here for lots of these teams. We're going to see what Nico can do with that pit stop, as again, the 8 of Moon Bunny is being shown as your leader right now. Follow him around as the 660 of Garrett Miller out of the pits. Followed behind Garrett is going to be that 799 of Mike Check, the 49, the 00, the 69, and the 1. We're going to see where Moon Bunny and several of these other drivers come out of the pits in. Showing right now, during these pit stops, it looks like the 420 and the 06 are currently a lap down, but we're going to see what happens after timing and scoring updates after the pit stops. As Nico down into 1 and 2, lots of drivers coming out of these pits. He's high, he's into the short chute. Down into 2. There's that 8 of Moon Bunny. Here comes the 96 of Nico. She's sliding up the track. He's got a full head of steam. She's kind of dropping down to the bottom. He is going to make that pass going down into 3. So I believe your leader on the track is going to be this 96 of Nico 2588 for MBR. Second place is going to be the number 8 of Moon Bunny. Third is going to be that 660 of Garrett Miller. Fourth is going to be the 799 of Mike Check. Fifth is going to be the 49 of Jetman. Sixth will be the 300 of Resemble. So Resemble moving up right now. That 00 of Mudbone, he is going to be up to the 7th position. I think we might have been on 7th. Then we got Harvey Jones, 69 and the 42. And here comes the 07 of DB. So DB trying to move back up to the front of the field. Checking up here. Here is that 660 of Garrett Miller down to the inside of the 8 of Moon Bunny. So Garrett, his car's looking good here in the early going after those pit stops with that 96 of Nico. He's obviously got a little bit more heat in the tires than the 8 of Moon Bunny. and as well as that 799 of Mike Check. So that could be playing a part right now as they are battling it out for the second, third, and fourth position. Jump back through this field, see what's going on as we got almost 3 wide right now with the 42 of ZWTF, that 1 of Jamal Jackson. Here comes that 07 of Douche Baggins. Not sure what happened to his teammate, the 72, as she was running in the top 10. She has fallen down to 20th after her pit stops, as the 34 of Super Snake for Amish Buggy Racing has made his way up to, where are we at on this? We're up to 13th now. As that 1 of Jamal Jackson down to the inside of the 42 of ZWTF. We'll check back up here at your leaders in just a moment. We're seeing this battle for 10th, well, 11, 12, 13, something like that on the track. Nico's still being shown as your leader as of right now. We'll check back up there in just a minute as a freight train of cars getting underneath that 1 of Jamal Jackson. As the 799 of Mike Check getting down underneath that 8 of Moon Bunny. Moon Bunny able to get around that 660 of Garrett Miller. Garrett getting down to the inside of the 799 of Mike Check down the front stretch. Garrett and Mike Check drag racing down the front stretch. He's still down to his inside. Mike has to slide high here in a 1 into the short chute. Mike slows down, almost gets into that side of that 660 of Garrett Miller, so he has to slow down in the short chute as Garrett and the 8 of Moon Bunny have now hooked up on the track. With that draft, they're going to try to catch up to this 96 of Nico 2588, who currently has led 5 laps here today. Also with 5 laps led is going to be that 660 of Garrett Miller. And Moon Bunny trying to get down to the inside of the 660. Right there to the back bumper. They're going to have a little bit of a draft down this front stretch. Crossing that yard of bricks. Garrett pulls out, trying to get down to the inside of that 96 of Nico. Nico almost comes down right in front of him, as it looks like it might be a 1st to 4th deal right here for the 96 of Nico. Nico powers it out as he cuts off that 799 of Mike Check. The 8 of Moon Bunny with draft help from that 49 of Jetman. Down to the inside of the 660 of Garrett Miller. His lead does not last very long as the 8 of Moon Bunny powers her car out to the front. Here comes the 49 of Jetman down to the inside. Last week's winner, the 49 of Jetman, down to the inside of that 8 of Moon Bunny. Heading down to the yard of bricks. It's a drag race. Who's going to be the leader here? As the 96 of Nico, coming from his 4th position, or 4th position now, has worked his way back up to the 2nd spot behind his teammate, the 49 of Jetman. So Jetman's lead may be short-lived here as that 96 of Nico right to his back bumper again. Jetman will be shown as the leader on that last lap as the racing for the lead has just gotten wild and crazy here at Indianapolis. Catching my breath as we complete lap number 21 here. The 96 of Nico down right there to the back bumper of his teammate, that 49 of Jetman. Jetman looking for 2 wins in a row. Not done by too many people. I think the last person to win 2 in a row might have been the 96 or the number 80 of Hall Garrick. So Jetman looking for 2 wins in a row. The 96 looking to play spoiler. Also that 660 of Garrett Miller looking to play spoiler for the Showstoppers Racing. His teammate of Mudbone currently up to the 6th position. As this battle for the lead rages on here on lap number 22. Down the front stretch, looks like they're catching up to the 23 of Fuller Than You. Fuller Than You, as you recall, had a little bit of damage as he was involved in that caution on lap number 2. Not of his fault either, for once. So he's kind of a rolling roadblock right now. We're going to see what the 49, the 96, and the 660 do as the 49 is working down to the inside. Here comes the 660 and that number 8 of Moon Bunny. Moon Bunny thinking about trying to go high, but the best thing would be to lay low right here through the turn, as the 799 of Mike Check does, as well as that 00 of Mudbone and that 33 of Harvey Jones, as we have pit stops again. So that 8 of Moon Bunny is going to take over the lead, as the 49 of Jetman, the 96 of Nico, all into these pits. Looks like Nico might have some left side damage, so that could spell doom for his chances to win this race. I'm not sure where he got the left side damage, but if that might make him have an extended stay in the pits, as something I can't control will be them trying to repair his car. So Nico is into the pits, right side tires going on, fuel going into that 96 as they're pounding on that left side of his car. Left side tires going on, rest of that fuel going in the 96 of Nico. We're going to see if they keep him in the pits as he is down, fuel still going in. As this is a heartbreak right here for the 96 of Nico, 2588. With that left side damage, the team is keeping him in the pits. That is going to be the end of his chances of winning this race. And a rough break for the 96 of Nico, sustaining that damage. We'll jump back up here to the front and see what that looks like. The 49 of Jetman is out of the pits on his way, as the 8 of Moon Bunny has taken over the lead. So heartbreak right now in the pits of the 96 of Nico, as he had probably the car to beat today, as he had led 6 laps here at Indianapolis, and that is just heartbreak and devastation for that 96 of Nico and the team from MBR. So we're checking on where that 8 of Moon Bunny is. There's the 8 of Moon Bunny. She's currently behind that 23 of Fuller Than You, as here comes the 49 of Jetman and the 660 of Garrett Miller. So Jetman on the outside, 660 on the outside. Here comes the 33 of Harvey Jones. He's trying to work to the outside of that 8 of Moon Bunny. Moon Bunny down to the inside of the 23 of Fuller Than You. Here comes the 33 of Harvey Jones as well. So your leader on the track is going to be that 49 of Jetman, as it looks like the next car in line is going to be the 29 of Wishbone Attack, who was involved in the early caution. So out to the lead, the 49 of Jetman, looking for win number 2 here in the More Freedom Series. 2 wins in a row. Garrett now looking to try to play spoiler over that MBR Dodge for Jetman. I can use my words. Checking what happened with the 96, has fallen all the way back to 26th position, as I believe we have 6 laps remaining. So that should have been the last pit stop here today at Indianapolis, as that 660 of Garrett Miller trying to work down to the inside of the 49 of Jetman. Jetman down to the inside of the 29. Maybe his teammate, that 29 of Wishbone Attack, will run block on the 660. No blocking by that 29. He lets them both go, as the 49 of Jetman pulls out to a little bit of a lead over that 660 of Garrett Miller. Third place is going to be that 33 of Harvey Jones. We're going to check back here as the 329 of Heck of a Duber down to the inside of 34 Super Snake. So Douche Motorsports looking pretty stout today, as they got a couple drivers here in the top 10. And that 00 of Mudbone down to the inside of that 799 of Mike Check. Checking back up here at the front, as the 660 of Garrett Miller, a couple car lengths right now separating him and that 49 of Jetman. So down into 1 and 2. Actually down into turn 1, because it's not one full turn, as here, here at Indianapolis, we got this short shoot between 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's going to allow Garrett to catch up just a little bit right now, as he's closing in on this back bumper, this 49 of Jetman. No traffic in front of these 2 drivers, as we have about 4 laps to go here at Indianapolis. So Garrett working down to the inside into the short chute. Jetman on the outside. Garrett to the inside. Indiana boys again trying to win this race for their hometown, as Garrett unable to pull off that move. Those MBR Dodges, you can see they just got a little bit more power on the straightaway than those Chevys do here today. As Jetman, with less than a handful of laps to go, has now led 6 laps here today at Indianapolis. He still has a chance to win or lead the most laps, but Garrett could play spoiler as he's led 5 laps here today. The 96 of Nico continues to fall back right now as he's fallen back to the 28th position. But the battle for your lead right now down the front stretch is that 49 of Jetman, the 660 of Garrett Miller, drag racing down the front stretch here at Indianapolis. Garrett has the low line through one, into the short chute, slides up high. Jetman has to get on the binders there. Your leader on the track is going to be that 660 of Garrett Miller with about 2 laps to go here. We might be getting the 1 to go as we come back to the stripe. Again, your leader on the track, that 660 of Garrett Miller. Second place is going to be the 49 of Jetman. Awesome run for both these drivers here today. Jetman coming from the 14th position and Garrett coming from the 7th position to send him up to the lead. Looks like we're going to get, I believe we're going to get 1 to go this next time by. So 2 laps remaining here as at 49 of Jetman, down to the inside of the 660 of Garrett Miller. Garrett able to power his way down the backstretch. We're going to see if Jetman has it through 3 and 4. As we got the white flag, 1 more lap to go here at Indianapolis for the 660 of Garrett Miller and that 49 of Jetman. Jetman trying to work down to the inside of the 660 through the short chute. Jetman down to the inside. Here comes the 33 of Harvey Jones. The 49 of Jetman down to the inside through 2. The 33 of Harvey Jones right to the back bumper of the 49 of Jetman. Harvey might play spoiler here for this 49 of Jetman down the backstretch. Down into number 3. The 33 of Harvey Jones right there to the back bumper of the 49 of Jetman. Harvey coming out of nowhere right now. Into number 4 for the final time. Off at 4. Here comes the 49 of Jetman. Here comes the 33 of Harvey Jones. Drag racing down the front stretch. Heading for that yard of bricks. Your winner today, 2 in a row, is going to be the number 49 of Jetman. Oh my goodness, after struggling mightily the last couple seasons, Jetman, representing his home track of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, has pulled out his 2nd win in a row in amazing fashion, coming from the 14th position here today, driving that car to the front. Barely beating that 33 of Harvey Jones with that drag race down that front stretch. So amazing end of this race here at Indianapolis. Let's go through your top 10. Again, your winner is going to be the 49 of Jetman. Second place in amazing fashion is going to be that 33 of Harvey Jones. Third place will be the 660 of Garrett Miller. Fourth will be the 300 of Resemble. Fifth would be the 8 of Moon Bunny. Sixth would be the 34 of Super Snake. Seventh will be the 329 of Heck of a Duber. Eighth will be the 69 of Arco Creates. Ninth will be the 25 of JTM. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 20 of Adam B5000. So amazing into this race. And if we can top it, next week we go to Kentucky for the Kentucky 80. So that should be a heck of a race next week. If this season has been side by side and wild and crazy, and Kentucky may be just not, I mean, I'm dumbfounded. I'm excited. I'm pumped. It has just been awesome. So let's go through your points. As just looking at these finishing standings, Ice Cream finished 32nd today. which does not bode well for her chances to retain the points lead. And just looking through some of these other folks, Baseman finished 38th today, and Eric finished 29th. So you're seeing the points right here on the screen. We're gonna be finding out who's leading these points, as they are just absolutely super close. Let's go through your team points. I'm guessing MBR is still going to be leading those team points. I had 2 drivers today in the top 10. And yeah, so we're going to be seeing your team points right here. And your chassis points, as Dodge and Chevy had the high drivers here today. 2 Dodges in the front, but we'll see who's leading your chassis points as well. So the excitement was there today here at Indianapolis for this Indianapolis 80, and the track didn't disappoint, the racing didn't disappoint, and the Indiana boys winning this sucker for their home track. And congratulations to that 49 of Jetman, 2 in a row here in the More Freedom Series. And we're going to Kansas next week. We're going to see if he can go 3 in a row, as he is the second 2-time winner this season, followed by that 06 of Ice Cream Someday. So amazing run by the 49 of Jetman. Also amazing run by that 33 and the 660 right there at the end. I was not sure who was going to win, and I am looking forward to next week. So again, congratulations to the 49 of Jetman. And until next week at Kentucky, take care.